It's one of the loudest venues in the National Football League. We're inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, home of the Chiefs. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the New England Patriots and the Kansas City Chiefs. Tirico, Greg Olsen, welcome to this game. Jake Moody going to get it started. Off we go from Kansas City. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Ready?
We're going to run, and this is Travion Henderson. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. Well, we have a moment while we take a look at the key inactives not playing in the ball game here this afternoon. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 7. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry, he is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
In danger of an opening 3 and out, they face 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And that's caught right side. It's Franklin. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. And he couldn't get that one to check up. It'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Yellow! I'll go on!
On the ground, that is Rashard Smith. Are down at 21, a gain of 1.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9.
I rim lift!
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Isaiah Likely. 3rd down coming up.
You know, so they don't connect here, Mike, but I kind of like the early message because now as a defense, they have to understand that even if we have this guy covered, one of the best players in the entire league, this quarterback's going to continue to give him a chance at the ball. So not only do we have to cover him, we have to contest and make a play on every throw.
15 yards through the air. Good for a Chiefs 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
On 1st down here, it's Smith. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. 2nd and 10.
Yellow!
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. I tell you, after the game, he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now 3rd down comes up.
So the receiver does everything right, except for the most important part. He runs a nice route, great separation downfield, but now you just got to finish that thing off with a catch.
Yellow! Yellow, yellow!
Mahomes going to throw here on 3rd down. Oh, the defender able to get his head around and intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes.
Well, we're getting a little test here early, Mike, to see just how easy is this team to wrap. Didn't look like they were able to get through that opening script that they had worked on all week. So I'm going to be curious on this next drive. Do they stick to the plan? Do they pick up where they left off? Or is there a little bit of a reaction, or dare I say panic, to come out and make some adjustments in response to that?
Oh, big hole left side. And he will get into the end zone. Travion Henderson. Touchdown, Patriots.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession two. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
They'll get across the 20, mark them down 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
begin this on the ground with Smith. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
You know, Mike, what separates the really elite defensive edge players from everybody else is not only their ability to rush the passer. That's what everybody focuses on. But, man, the defensive ends that are good in the run game, those are the guys that never leave the field.
He'll look over the middle and find his running back. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
That's a gain of 8.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So, you know, the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
3rd and 2. Here we go. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He's got his man. He finds Worthy. A gain there of 11. And the Chiefs have a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
He's got Likely over the middle. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
14 more yards.
Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pick up of 14 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Right back to the air for Mahomes. Got a man left side. It's caught. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone. Inside the 20-yard line. They get 25 on that connection. First down, KC. Mahomes now to throw again. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jamari Connor. And the Patriots are going to have it here as they'll start from their own 7.
Go, Reed, go!
On the ground, it's Henderson to start this drive. And a good gain. He's going to be marked down right at the 20-yard line. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
Okay, ready?
Patriots, first down.
Here we go,
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
On first and 10, they'll set up to throw. That is brought in. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line. First and 10.
And the Patriots, first down.
Handoff, and it's Henderson. And a good run there. It'll get him 5 yards.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4. At the Chiefs' 27-yard line.
Ball on the 27. Here's second down and 4.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. That'll be caught. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag back in the backfield. Is it a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? They can still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Off balance throw. It's complete. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Cowboy 80. Dragon 60. Cup 19. Cup 19.
Now they'll set up to throw. Thrown left side, the catch is made. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. We'll be back in Kansas City after this.
Get it. Cougar 19. 7 Pirates. 65. Buffalo 18. Let go.
On third down, Henderson. So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. York's kick is good. And the Patriots will extend to a 10-0 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
This taken at the 5. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line.
Yellow. Hey, 50 seconds. Hey, 43, 15.
On 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
This offense just can't seem to get anything going in this opening half, Mike, and they're still looking for their first points of the game, and it's really these missed opportunities that are a big part of the reason they're really struggling here.
Color. Yellow. There's a wide right. Yellow. 15.
On 2nd down, Mahomes. Got a man over the middle, it's Worthy. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. They get 14 on that hookup. Good for a Chiefs first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
First down throw, Mahomes. Open right side is likely. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Wide. 180.
To the air once more, it's Mahomes. He'll go right and find his running back. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 13, pretty lucky here. Back-to-back gains at 13. And another first down.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
They'll run, and this is Smith. And they smacked him down there. Big hit right at the line. No gain.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits.
And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. And the Patriots will take over possession here at the 44.
And at this point on the sideline, Mike, it just has to feel like deja vu. I mean, really, the last 2 drives, same story. Continuing to drive, have have something brewing, and then you just stall out in the exact same fashion. You can't put the ball in harm's way. You're not going to win a lot of football games if you do.
They're going to work this down inside the 45. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. It'll be a pickup of 10. First down, New England.
If you want to play running back in today's modern NFL, Mike, you have to be able to be a viable weapon in the passing game. It's all about touches. It's not just about handoffs anymore. It's how many different ways can we get the ball in your hands.
He'll get this to the rookie from Tennessee. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New England. That his second TD catch of the season. And that is touchdown number 1 in the National Football League career of a guy, Greg, taken high in the draft, hoping for moments like that.
When you get drafted in the first round, Mike, let alone as a wide receiver, the expectation in the NFL today is that you need to come in and be an immediate impact player. Plays like this continue to build that relationship with the quarterback, and I think this guy's got a real bright future.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
They're on 27-yard line.
Yellow. Color.
Off the play fake. Mahomes. Throw on the run is complete. They'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
At the 42-yard line.
Yellow.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. Going left side down the field, and it's complete. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. That's good for 27 and a first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
On first down, it's Mahomes. This one complete to Atwell. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And that's a productive run. He gets this one down to the 4.
6-yard pickup brings up second and goal.
Inside the 5, it is second and goal. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. They're called in at the 2. And he's close to the goal line but didn't get in. Good job to make sure he doesn't cross the plane. And now it's third and goal. Here's Mahomes. That is caught, and he'll take it on in. Touchdown, KC. It's his second touchdown of the year. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg, could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, But if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. They'll begin it on the ground with Henderson. And he's going to have a Patriots first down as he gets up past the 35.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Down the left sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 25. What a big play there for New England. An even 40 yards. The zone read, a give to Henderson. And this defense not fooled by the option. They stick with the running back and they get him down for no gain.
No gain on the play.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
The Chiefs 24-yard line.
Again, it's Henderson. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Tyrese Knight in on the tackle. Now the Patriots are going to use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime.
Ready, set.
Third, they need 8.
Ready. 60.
They'll throw out of the gun. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on third down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of third down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL. Man, that would have been such a nice boost for this group going into halftime. The snap was good, the hold was good. He just couldn't quite get it through the uprights.
Yellow.
1st and 10 for Mahomes. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. Now a timeout signal for him, and they'll get it with 10 seconds until the break.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. It put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
York's kick is good. We have hit halftime. We'll take a quick break, come back, second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Cade York to kick off.
Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Yellow. I'll go up.
Mahomes on 1st down. He gets it into the hands of the 12. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start. I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
Mahomes looking to throw on second down. Around left side, it's caught. They're going to work this down inside the 45. His fifth catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down. So they come to the line for first down and 10. On the handoff, it's Smith. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. From the 42-yard line, here's second and 9. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. A throw there on second down. Going to be incomplete.
Defense got lucky on that one. There's no one accounting for the running back out of the backfield as they should have. And fortunately for them, he bails them out by not securing the catch.
On third down, Mahomes. He's got his man. He finds Worthy. And he'll take this one in. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Kansas City. A terrific play all the way around. Finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. They run straight ahead with Henderson. And a nice job, able to dance away and get forward for a pickup of a half dozen.
And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
He'll drop to throw. Throw over the middle, going to be caught by Franklin. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route. And then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
Second and 7.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down and 7.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They'll look to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Probably took him a little bit longer than they would have preferred, but he finally gets on the board. First catch, first touch. Here as we start the second half.
Okay, break.
Here's first and 10.
Here we go. Set. 7-5. 70.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. The defense could not bring him down. It's a catch and run of 22 yards.
Set. Hurt. 19 tight.
Henderson now on first and 10. Finding space at the 15. And he's in! Travion Henderson. Touchdown, Patriots. 2 touchdowns for him in the game. Numbers 10 and 11 on the year. York now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Pats will extend this third quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 2. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Yellow, yellow. Yellow. Boy.
Now, Mahomes. Quick throw here is complete. And they will finally run him down. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 33 yards.
You just don't see speed out of the tight end position like this guy, Mike. I mean, to catch an underneath ball and have the ability to turn into a runner, that's something we traditionally see from wide receivers and running backs, but this guy's as fast as anybody in the league.
Yellow. Attack, attack.
Off the play fake, here's Mahomes. Open right side is likely. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. You can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
On the give, it's Smith. And he will have the 1st down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chain.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points. And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the 1st half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day.
On 2nd down, Mahomes. Got his man at the 6. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 32 yards. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
And he is not going to get to the goal line. In fact, he's even going to lose yards on that play. And now it is 3rd and goal.
This is a play, Mike, that makes me want to run down there, throw on a uniform, and try to help out. I mean, I think at this point, I could help clear enough room to get 1 yard. Heck, I might be able to get 1 yard myself. That's disappointing that they're unable to capitalize.
That's going to be intercepted in the end zone.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
On the handoff, Henderson. Down at the 21, a gain of 1. It is 2nd and 9.
At the 21-yard line.
He'll look to throw. That's caught right side. It's Franklin. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of this offense.
They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down.
4 yards. That's another Patriots. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On the give, it's Henderson. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Okay, great.
So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7.
Bronco 80. Go.
Now they'll set up to throw. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
I think he chalked this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Going downfield, right side, and it's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. Catch number 7 so far in this one, and a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. I could sit up here all day, Mike, and we could talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
He's to the 10, and he will score. Game on. Rashard Smith, touchdown Chiefs. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year. Greg, they are packing away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
27, Chiefs, 21.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. The return starts from the 5. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
Come on. Ready.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Now a ball deep, middle of the field, and they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. A big one here in the 4th quarter. A pickup of 44 yards.
A pickup of 44 yards on the play. 1st down, New England.
Let's go now.
The RPO, that one is complete. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Here's 2nd and 6.
Ready.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown, New England. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
Their own 28-yard line.
Fight on these two. Let's go on, 80.
On first down, it's Mahomes. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
Yellow, come back.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. His 8th reception of the game. And good for a first down.
46-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Mahomes back. That's into the hands of Worthy. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. That tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Throwing again. It's Mahomes. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. That one's good for 29. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's first and 10.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Right back to the air for Mahomes. He'll go right back to Smith. They hook up again. And he will score. Game on. Rashard Smith. Touchdown Chiefs. He had the touchdown run earlier. Now add a TD reception. Moody now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Chiefs are back within 6.
Next to score, Patriots 34, Chiefs 28. Jake Moody.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. They bring the tight end in motion. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he's going to be taken down, but it's a quick change situation. He has set his offense up with first and goal.
Just a brutal mistake there, Mike. I mean, they have a chance to put a late scoring drive together and increase their lead. But now with that interception, all the momentum shifts to their opponents, and now they got to rely on their defense to hopefully get a stop and get them the ball back.
Play fake. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down. Arnold Ebiketie. He gets into dropping. It's a loss of 8. Now, second and goal.
Yellow. 15.
throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
It's 3rd and goal.
2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll drop to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation. And right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. So wind up a turnover on downs.
Yeah, I don't think this coach has much of a choice. I think he had to go for it. A field goal doesn't help you a whole lot. They're trying to take the lead here late in the game. But what a stand by this defense coming through, keeping them out of the end zone.
The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts. And they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. He'll drop to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. Now KC going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. Talk things over before 3rd down.
Really nice job there defensively, playing the integrity of that zone defense so well. Anytime an offense is running these crossing routes or these underneath drag routes, they're trying to cause confusion with the underneath zone defenders. In this case, they all stuck to their reads. They all played their responsibilities, and they're not able to pick up any additional yards after the catch.
And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Well, they finally are able to convert on a 3rd down. And, Mike, when you look back at a box score, some of the biggest indications of how well the game went, of course, you don't want to turn the ball over. How do you execute in the red zone? And then how are you on 3rd down? 3rd downs typically lead to long drives. Long drives tend to lead to points. It's not a real complicated formula. Stay on the field. The more snaps, the more plays, the better.
A gain of 16 yards. Good for a Patriots first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Okay, break. Lightning 18. Let's go now. Let's go.
Once more, it's Henderson. And he'll be taken down. No timeouts left for the defense. That should do it. The Chiefs will use their 3rd and final timeout here as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
Cougar 19.
To the left side, into the hands of Franklin. And he'll be stopped short of 1st down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8. Try to pick this one up on the ground. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So it's a road win here for the Patriots, and it is their 3rd consecutive victory. They continue to play great football here in this latest stretch. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.